Yeah, folks, Quilly18 here, hopefully here. Having some internet issues today. The internet keeps kind of dropping for a minute or two at a time. Hopefully we make it through the stream. We already had one little micro drop. Things seem stable for now, so fingers crossed that we can get through some foundation. If we do get a couple of drops, then maybe we'll call the stream. But, you know, cross all your fingers and toes that everything will go okay. Currently, the plan is probably for this to be the final foundation stream, with the plan to start something new on Saturday. Already going into discussions about that on the Discord. If you are a Twitch subscriber or YouTube member, you can participate on the Discord there and join in the conversation about things. I will tell you this, next Monday, there is going to be a special sponsored stream involving some VR components, which is going to be weird and crazy. Can't announce the game quite yet because it's still under some embargo stuff, but look for some more announcements about that real soon. I'm distracted. I'm watching the dropped frames counter on Twitch, or on OBS. It hasn't moved in 5 minutes. It's been static. Not a single drop frame in the last 5 minutes. Let's hope. Anyway, let's unpause the game and play this lovely, theoretically relaxing game. Villager path blocked to the Berry Brewery. We've seen this before. I don't know why it's the case. Is it you? Are you stuck? What's wrong with our Berry Brewery? Because at first I thought they'd be able to connect to the building. And then we're like, oh, maybe because it's crooked, it won't. We definitely have a door. Huh. I mean, we can put another door in here. Or, I wonder... Are these part of the Berry Brewery? Are they maybe... I wonder if they're trying to path to something back here and running into some issues. The seat is part of the public lounge, so it's not that. But these here are part of the Berry Brewery. I wonder if it might be that, rather than the doorway itself, although it certainly seems that way for now. Can you put extras in front? Extras what, Murph? Need more words. Maybe this little trellis? Maybe that's the issue. New Terra Invicta stream was coming, I heard. I don't know where you heard that. I mean, we could. I do like Terra Invicta. Okay, she just reset there. Maybe something fixed itself. When we talked like that, I want to play more Terra Invicta, but I certainly haven't announced any kind of stream for it. That's for sure. Okay. Now it's looking like it was looking so pretty. Now it's looking a little chaotic. I mean, this isn't the worst, but certainly not the best. I don't know. What do we have going on here? Additional taxation? Some villagers think our treasury would benefit from new means of taxation. However, they remind you that taxing services will not make you very popular. Let's tax windmills. Well, we'll have a quest for it, so we'll see. She's afraid of the dark. Yeah, not enough light inside the building. That's what's causing the issue. Sure. Makes sense. So, I mean, I can unlock this if I had 20 labor influence. Is earned through mandates, missions, and quests. Yeah, we'll just pay attention to the quest kind of thing. Promote a villager to citizen. Yeah, mostly we needed extra services for that. Now, in theory, that is being developed. We've got our new tavern, a second tavern being built up over here. I think it was pointed out, I think our planks aren't maybe coming in at full speed or sufficient speed. We've got a sawmill here. We've got 2 sawmills, actually. I don't know if anything's routinely consuming planks. Is there a way to check that specifically? Nah, it's just a lot of construction that's queued for it. Okay, that's fine. Are we still selling planks? We are selling planks. I'm going to change this number to a much larger one. If we check the warehouse, I guess it's still 100. So I'm going to set this to only sell planks if we have more than 50 from now on. Actually, you know what? If we have more than 80. So if our warehouse is 80% full, effectively, then you can start selling it, but not until then. Chop of the trees. Any more drop frames? No, we're still good. Okay, that's excellent. Right, I guess I wasn't rushing to put a brewer in here quite yet, because we were still waiting, I think, for the first hops harvest. Running into some new people, so that's okay. This game makes my PC fans go crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm currently running, I've got 36 FPS right now. That is very much not performant. And it doesn't feel like there's that much craziness going on here. I would be very curious to see, to like hook up a profiler to this, to see what's actually eating this. Is this being visually limited? I guess I could turn down graphic settings and see. I really wouldn't expect that unless there's some very poor shader coding or something going on. I'm going to assume it's more processor based with maybe like too much pathfinding. But what if we go and turn off or turn down the graphic settings and just see what happens, right? I'm going to set this to low. Well, my FPS did increase. Actually, do I have it limited to 60? Yeah, I have it limited to 60. So now if I get rid of this, because I'm hitting 60 now. But if I do this, 63, 62. Yeah, okay. So it was kind of surprisingly close. And I do have VSync on. I could turn it off just to get like the raw frame rate number. 66 FPS. That's still not very quick. Yeah, so maybe it's good that we're thinking about, wrapping this up here. Anyway, let's assign a brewer. They would like to be a citizen. Well, we can get you up to a commoner. We can't do the citizens yet. I mean, for video making purposes, it wouldn't make much of a difference. See, now we're down to 50 again. Storage of... Wow, we're full on bread. It's crazy. We still have this sort of glitched quest over here, requesting the audience with Seneschal, which theoretically we've already done, people think, maybe with the situation, because it's no longer in this list. And it hasn't, like, returned. $47. Actually, there's a quick question. If I just zoom in here. Oh yeah, it is visual based because now I'm getting 120 FPS. So it's not game logic and that kind of processing. It is the visual stuff. Maybe there's a lot of overhead to rendering these people the way you have it implemented. Maybe their teeth have 30,000 polygons. That could be the case. So did we get our first hops harvest yet? Not yet. Now, I don't think we got a granary set up to accept it. I know I've got a granary somewhere over here. I mean, I've got more than one. I guess the thing to do is to bring up the F6 list. Okay, this one here. Is that it? Okay. Oh, it does have hop storage. Okay. Right. The wheat, the hops, the beer, the berry brew. Yeah, so we're set up to do that. It could be the swaying trees. I mean, depending on how these implemented, these can be batched and done quite well. So yeah, it's almost certainly an implementation issue, not that the actual villages, or not the actual visuals, but how they were implemented. Yeah. You can't just say it's just because of OpenGL. I don't think it's that simple. Oh, hey, Signy. I'm happy you approve my little town. You know, I want to put the visuals back up. It's not like I was actually noticing any real issues with it. I'm going to go all the way back up to Ultra, because it looks pretty. And the game logic seems to be running fine, yeah. So we're back down to about 36 FPS, but it looks even prettier. We can change our time of day. Like, the daytime is nice, but it's like, it's too glary. The nighttime looks really nice, especially... Well, our little tavern over here used to look better. We just moved a bunch of things to try to resolve a pathfinding issue. Not everything has been rebuilt either, which is a shame. Oh, at least the berry display isn't stuck on anymore. That's nice. We haven't really played around with rainy. Oh, look at this fog. Yeah. Oh, did it put my depth of field back on? It might have done that. My video setting change. Yeah. Let's turn off the depth of field. I mean, depth of field can look nice. And there are a lot of animations for everything. In a lot of games, what they do is they have the people go inside the buildings. You don't actually ever see them work, so there's no animation for it. There's not kind of overhead. So that might be all that's going on here. All right, let's bring up the speed. Still waiting for this construction. Okay, you're still waiting on planks. Planks are being made. Requires one room, requires interior access. But presumably these are coming. They just haven't been built. Thought we designed everything to have it, but we'll see. We'll see when it's complete and see what happens. And then Discord after 3 to 4 years. Oh, actually, yeah, I did see. I think I was in the middle of talking about something else when I saw the message. I don't know if it was from you, Life Until Love. Someone asked how to like get into Discord or how to connect it. So, yeah, I mean, assuming you're a Twitch subscriber or YouTube member or a Patreon supporter, any of those should work. In Discord, there's a place for you to link your Discord account to your Twitch/YouTube/Patreon. And if you do that, then you should get into, it should automatically invite you to the Quillyteen Discord. If for some reason it doesn't work, you can email me quillyteen@quillyteen.com, but you do have to go and set up the link in your account. So I don't want to do too much right now because I'm a little bit worried about queuing up more work for my people. So we're just going to sit and wait for some things to finish. Yeah, money's coming in well. I'm so used to Quill being broke all the time. I know. We actually do have like functioning taxation now. Go us. I love our little elevated section over here. That is loud. Like here the sound's fine. But yeah, I love that, and I love that people are using it to walk under this. The little sort of crooked door here, you know what? I actually like it as well. It's got a lot of personality. What did that make green microphones? Yeah, although if I did this, then there'd just be a giant hole in my face, which might be entertaining, I don't know. I thought there was something glitching in my green screen, because when I was looking... Like, I'm looking in the preview window on Twitch, which is pretty small, and then my own camera is, like, that much smaller. And I just saw this, and I thought, is there a break in my green screen behind me? No access to entertainment. So, okay, it'd be great if it's actually selected the person over here, rather than just follow them. But presumably this person here wants entertainment and don't have it. Entertainment shortage. I think that's mostly, like, things being over capacity. Now, part of why we're building this extra tavern is to have more entertainment available for people. Are you done the construction? Now, are you still complaining about the lack of a door? Because I know you don't have a door directly. No, public lounge, happy, happy. Brewery, happy, happy. Service counter, happy, happy. Okay. No, I think our blueprint is fine. We're just waiting for things to get constructed still. Part of me wants to play this, just make crazy Dr. Seuss buildings. You know what that makes me think of? Playing Spore and designing the buildings there. Still sad that Spore didn't quite execute everything that it wanted to execute. Big missed opportunity. Maybe sneaky backdoors needed for people trying to run away from the bailiff? Maybe. Or their spouses. Okay. Working fine. Yeah, public... Okay, still some hammering. Is that a door or is that a bench? Maybe a door is under construction here. Spore was ahead of its time, yeah. Spore had building design? Yeah, it did. There you go. You got that. Now you need some employees. And looks like they would like to be commoners instead of serfs. I think we couldn't put a door on this building when it was elevated. There was something weird. You know what I mean? If I recall correctly, there was something like that. We couldn't put it there. So, it looks like everything is running. Now, we can only have so many people in attendance, but that's that. Now, let's go back and revisit our church here, which got its annex over here. Okay, there we go. Weekly attendance. We've got capacity. It's starting to fill up. I bet you this just finished as well. We probably needed planks over here, too. That was probably stuck for a little bit. Let's ring the bells. Nice. Oh! Oh, stop ringing. Okay, it does stop on its own. Play count 6, okay. Should set the play count to 18. Ring 18 times. Man, I think we're going to need a proper second church. Although I guess that would need a second priest as well versus just increasing this one. I guess I could just make it taller too. This is nuts. You know, it's not actually adding that much capacity. I mean, it goes to 6 here. We can go to 12. Does it start to look a little ridiculous? Let's just bring it up to 6 and then take this bit and just keep it up top. Oh, this is increasing the fortification radius. Oh, that's kind of neat. I guess I'll do it. We have 133 people. In theory, we would like a church that can hold that many. Oh, what do you want here? Celebrating bread. With so much bread in the granaries, the elders believe your village might be ready for a bread fair. That sounds awesome. Actually, I think when Essentia and I did visit Paris once, I feel like there was a bread festival going on, which is very appropriate. The elders believe bread fair. If you can ensure everyone has a good time, there'll be a good chance the trading value of the resource will improve. Let's host the bread fair. Yeah, assign bread to the village market, which is done. Raise the happiness of village to 75, currently 81, and wait for the fair to be over. Okay. Actually, I should have checked the second option just to see. I'm not going to accept any more people right now. But what I will do is I will look at our building list and see. I mean, we are maxed on bread, but I'll go ahead and assign you anyway. And yeah, let's get these. Oh, maybe I will accept, actually. Go. Wheat farmer, go. So everything's full. Treasury, no workspace. Are we missing something in the treasury? I don't know.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Quill Robotic to anyone else? Is there something wrong with my audio? Visually, just based on audio meters, everything looks okay here, so hopefully. No, fine? Okay, good. I guess I should shrink this, since apparently we can't do that one. I think... Yeah, milling tax. Okay, I've unlocked that. They want me to run the milling tax. I mean, I guess if the people want to be taxed, I guess we'll do that. Was it through here? Maybe it's on the tax collector building? Maybe it was one of these things? Does anyone know how to enact the bread tax? Not a levy. Unlocks additional taxation for village. Activate windmill tax. It's already unlocked. Yeah, I unlocked the progression. We literally just did it 30 seconds ago. Bailiff's office? Oh, wait. Is that the standalone bailiff's building, which we haven't built yet? Isn't unique. Well, it doesn't seem to be an edict. Money to access tax screen. I mean, it's just here. Oh, there it is. Okay. So there's a taxation tab. There we go. So now there's a windmill tax. All right. While laborers don't like being taxed too much, will certainly support your treasury. Yeah, which is currently max. I got nothing to spend my treasury on right now. I'm just saying. It does seem a little bit weird. Now, one of the things is we want to check to see, okay, there's some upgrades that can be done. There are some jobs where people definitely want to become citizens, and I would like to see if we can achieve that. I don't know what would be a good example, but you could be potentially a citizen. So, housing's not perfect, yeah. Entertainment. Related resources, berry, brew, beer, and wine. I think technically, well, the church is offering a service, okay, which is not entertainment. Okay, that makes sense. You also want some goods. So I think what we need to do is get a clothing industry going and probably sell them at a market. All right, everyone's having a great time, despite all the taxes. So, okay, hold on. First of all, there's some exclamation marks here. So theoretically, we've got some new stuff that we haven't seen before. Let me go one category at a time. Oh, there's the thing. Oh, I already did that. Okay. Sheep farm, weaver's hut, tailor's workshop. Okay. I'm trying hard not to make a Taylor Swift joke right now. Oh, we own this territory over here. Okay. How do I feel about chopping that? Unless it's a boar place. You know what? We've got a bunch of land over here. Why don't we sheep this area up? Eh? Yeah. In this scenario, if I can build a castle and a monastery, but if I do, I lose the scenario. So we don't want to do that. All right. Sheep farm. Let's put you right here. Sheep like the beach, right? That's what I always associate sheep with. They like sandy terrain. True facts about sheep with Quill 18. Don't want to make the Taylor too swiftly? Hey, there you go. I was trying to think about like something about dropping a new item, or a new album, but making it about clothing, but I couldn't get there. I don't know. Sheep love surfing. It makes all their wool shrink going into the water. Do. So 6 days left. Happiness has actually gone up a little bit more, despite the increased taxes. I definitely don't want to levy right now. Ooh. Hello. The elders are looking to repair a few bridges. Right. You want some wood, and you'll give us a ton of money. I mean, yeah, it's fine. Oh, actually, I don't have enough actual wood right now. Okay, we'll have to try to hit that soon. You know, in San Francisco, I used to surf in wool sweaters before wetsuits. Man, the problem with it is once it gets wet, well, I mean, it still, I guess, holds the water next to your body so that your body temperature can sort of, like, raise it and stuff, but it would be so uncomfortable and so heavy. I believe it's true. I believe that wool swimsuits were definitely a thing. I guess what I should do is give a tree removal over here, or temporarily set up a logging camp. Like, that's the other possibility, is temporarily set up a logging camp and actively try to, like, chop all these trees. That might actually be a fairly decent play. Make that the priority. Salt lamb is a delicacy. Number of farms let the sheep eat seaweed in UK. Wait, really? Like, that's the thing with the internet. It's like, that could just be an absolute joke of a troll, or it could be literally true and an interesting factoid, and there's really no way to tell which is which right now. We're just playing fact roulette. We don't have any iron. We don't have any, we don't have iron ore. An iron, it does get converted into tools quite quickly. We could expand over here. Like, there's these sort of things that are apparently a mining spot, but I don't know. And also do need to go looking for things. Okay, so you need a pasture. Let's assign a couple of shepherds. Anyone waiting to join the town? No, not currently? Because I'm sure it's going to be like, oh, this is the wrong size for it. And it's like, yeah, but I need to know what the right size is for 2 workers. This is adequate for 1. Let me just fire someone from, say, this mill for a second. Right? And then we'll hire someone here instead. There you go. And then paint pasture. I'm just doing it over these little green areas. Adequate. Make it a little bit bigger. All right. Get our sheep on. Oh, hey, McMahon. And accepted programming in Cégep this fall. 36 doing a return to school after years up and down. Oh, nice. Watched your code years ago. Gave me interest to go programming. Never had the courage. Oh, that's awesome, McMahon. I hope it goes well for you. So Cégep is still a thing in Quebec, huh? Because for a long time in Ontario, like when I went to high school in Ontario, we had there was a 5th year of high school if we're going into a university as opposed to a college, which is in some places those terms are totally interchangeable, and others they're like radically different. But Ontario dropped that. I think my year was maybe the last year or the next to last year that there was a grade 13. My understanding with Cégep is basically that, right? It's like an extra year that's like in between high school and university, right? Yeah, OACs, there it is. I was like, I kept going to call it OHIP. No. ODSP. No. What was it called? Yeah, OAC. Mm-hmm. You were in the younger half of the double cohort? Yeah, that's what was always, that was always bad, because it was like, oh, so there's going to be twice as many people applying to university in 1 year? It's crazy. But I think, I don't think I was the last year, because I don't think I was like, I wasn't worried about that. You know what, maybe, no, I think what it was is I think the people who started grade 9 in my final year of high school, I think they were going to be the last ones. Kenya is saying 2003 was the last year for OACs, in which case that would check out. I think I graduated high school in 99, 98, something like that. So yeah, I think maybe the grade 9s coming into high school were the ones that weren't going to do OACs. Mm-hmm. Oh, so you have 2 years pre-university. Okay. And then no, in the UK, there's some things like that too. Is it your A-levels? Is basically that is like sort of extra like post-secondary prep stuff that's more specialized? Something like that. Like your owls, right, from Harry Potter? Mostly I only know anything at all about post-secondary education in the UK as a result of watching Heartstopper, which is an excellent show. All right. Scooch. There we go. We're going to get you guys over here. So you are currently full of wool. So you're missing raw resources. You produce raw resources. Missing mature livestock. Wait, what? Do we have to buy sheep? What is happening here? Anyway, I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put down a warehouse over here. Is this the right category? Yeah, logistics. Oh, and we've got Noctum from Paris. See, between all y'all, I really have to practice my French some more. You know, like, there's a thing sometimes. There are some Anglophone people in Ontario that sometimes get bitter, and throughout Canada, that get bitter that there's like some sort of like quasi special treatment. Sometimes it feels like for like French stuff in Canada. But I know firsthand what it's like the sort of erasure and disappearance and how easy it is to lose a language and subculture. Because I didn't speak a word of English until I can never remember. I always want to say something around 5 or 6 because I had a neighbor that I made friends with who only spoke English, and I sort of started to learn there. And through high school, like I went to high school in French. Everything was French, like primarily. And now my French is terrible. I barely consider myself fluent in French. It's so bad. And it's just because, you know, most of pop culture is English language. A lot of my friends are English speakers. My wife is English. Like, she's not English, but she only speaks English. Oh yeah, I forgot to hit the send the wood. Although I don't know if I ever got to 150 wood, so womp womp. Don't worry, I'm almost fluent in English, yeah. But yeah, it's just like, I like, when other cultures and other languages and people are worried about preserving their heritage, I'm like, yeah, no, I get it. I know. And it's not like French is a small marginalized language in general, although in some areas. Like Ontario actually has, every time, you know, I mentioned that like I speak French, people assume I'm from Quebec or something like that. And it's like, no, Northern Ontario has a very strong Francophone, like, history and cloth. Sorry, hold on a second. Clothes, cloth, and wool. Okay, there we go. But yeah, it's kind of disappearing, which is a shame because it was a unique flavor of French, unique accent, unique subculture, retaining some very old French. Like stuff that, you know, then evolved after colonization happened, but there were some remnants and leftovers here. What is... Don't build a house in my sheep pasture. Get out of there. Okay, we got sheep now! Hey! A shoop! Okay, so yeah, you're just waiting for the critters to get mature so you can start shearing them. Help you in French if you want. At least know the basics. Yeah. Well, and it doesn't help that I haven't used a lot of French for like a lot of like modern day stuff, business stuff, technology stuff, right? Like my French is pre-internet French. Is basically where it comes down. But yeah, I do want to practice more, and every now and again what I try to make an effort to do is turn on some like a TV show in French. It's a good I don't know if Demon Act's in the chat, but a good friend of mine who was Anglophone first. But at this point, his French, I think, is like better than mine, because he really does make it quite an active effort. He'll put on TV shows that he knows already, but put them with the French dub as a way to like keep it loaded in the brain. I'm like, that's a pretty good idea. Sorry, it's on my mind because there's a possibility I might be making a trip to a French-speaking area at some point in the future, so... It's like, man, I gotta get my shit together. I gotta get my merde together. Bum, bum, bum. My merde d'ensemble, huh? And then it doesn't help that when I do speak French, people make fun of my weird, rural Northern Ontario accent, too. That's a whole other thing. Treasury is full. Yeah, what's our money dump? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drop that tax. I'm gonna drop the windmill tax. Which I don't know if that's just impacting the happiness of the people working at the windmill or how that worked, but I definitely don't need that money. Hell, I could temporarily... I'm sorry, am I 103% happiness? 103. How many gift subs to get a French stream? I technically sort of did a French video once before because I was being interviewed by the National Broadcast Radio French variant, Radio Canada, and this was several years ago. So I practiced by doing a couple of little practice Let's Plays in French, and one of them at least is posted on the channel. Was I playing Hoi For as France and I was trying to use French words? All right, we're still waiting on wool. It says working fine, but we haven't gotten our first wool harvest yet. But it's nearing time for us to build the rest of the clothing industry. And I'm wondering about just setting up a little row right over here. All right, so if we go to, what is it? Goods production, right? So we get a weaver's hut. Is there just one entrance? Just one entrance. I'm thinking of putting it right here. And then, next to it, we'll put Taylor's Workshop. Long Pond Studio over here. That was just one thing, but... Card de Fer. There's a kind of ring to it. Yeah. No access to entertainment. So, let's hire these people. 0 attendance. Storage full of berry wine. Yeah, berry brew. Okay, so it's got plenty of it. Is this busted? Okay, I can put a door there. For some reason I thought it wasn't letting me put a door there previously. Oh, assign resource! Frack, I forgot about that. That's quite annoying. So, you get the brew. How do I select the other one? Oh, wait. Is this? I only have one service counter. I built 2 buildings for it, but I think for making beer, I think I probably need a second service counter, don't I? Oh, you didn't answer my first question already in French. Comment trouvez-tu le jeu? C'est très bien. I don't know how to say, there's some UI and quality of life issues that could be improved. Room, interior extra. Yeah, you should be fine. So I think I'll be able to set beer over here. Oh, already it's going to let me set a second resource now. There you go. Good. And then hopefully when that door in the front gets built, people will be able to attend, which will give a little bit more joy. Okay. Couple of weavers. We could use some upgrades. Okay. And Taylor's Workshop is being constructed. There you go. That door's here. And we're getting some attendees. Lovely. Are they being stuck in the door? Maybe this is how they interact with it? Or am I going to get some pathfinding problem? Okay. They seem to stand here and then go. So they must be doing something and then leaving. Maybe. I don't know. I wonder, if I build the town walls to the edge of the water, would it count as enclosed? Because realistically, one would think it should. There you go. We got some more people coming. Good. Really like this game. I support the devs since alpha test. Love the way they listen to the community. Take the best feedback from it. Yeah, good city builder. And I'm sure we could play this for a very long time, but I think this Saturday we were going to switch to something else. How about you? Some more transporters in here. A couple people working in here. This is to unemployed, but maybe this just hasn't updated yet. People are shuffling between jobs. All right, you got a little bit of wool there. A little bit of cloth has been made. Good. Doesn't say we'll be able to save money by not importing cloth anymore, but I mean, we've got the money. That's not the issue anymore. Yeah, there we go. 0 unemployed. Now, let's do some beautification in this area. I still like these particular planters here. Just more trees. Oops. No! I smashed the house. Might be an area where maybe it should have like a confirmation. It's like, are you sure you want to destroy this house? So, I mean, so everything should have some beautification here for commoner stuff. Still want the higher density. Now, did we unlock the higher density walls? The higher... That's the fence. Stone bridge. City fortifications over here. Okay. So, no. We need more... We owe 150 of this, so we're getting there on the labor. Actually, let's unlock some of this. New roof bits for our manor. And you know what? That too. We can have more decor available for our manor, which will give us more of this star rating. Some people told me about the ×3 maybe being glitched with some of the harvesting, and other people said it's fine now. So I don't know. I don't know if the ×3 is working correctly or not. Okay, we don't have anyone looking to be hired quite yet, but that's okay. We can accumulate a bit of cloth to start off with anyway. Missing mature livestock. Okay, well, that's, I mean, it's not really up to me there, sheep farm. Here, let's change back to dusk. I've had enough rain. It's very pretty. Nice and moody. Lo-fi rain to study to. This is best suited to citizens, so they'd like to go all the way up to citizen. Well, we're going to make them some commoners for now. Which will put us at 50% efficiency. What we could do is we could make, like, a gated community, for example. Of super fortified area. Right? Rather than try to wall off the entire town. What if I just make a walled area here? Yeah, I like seeing the sheep. There should really be full fencing around here. I mean, we can go and put in our own. But I just kind of want cosmetic. Cosmetic sheep. You know, they've been painted pink. Field is too large. Bah, you're fine. But yeah, we got tons of hops. Brewery. Yeah, you could also take an upgrade all the way to citizen. I could change my farming setup and decide exactly what forest might be like a permanent thing. I don't know. Let's go and... we own this. Keep working. We could maybe do it here. No, I don't have anywhere to sell clothes yet. I was waiting until the clothes came in, which I guess it should now. Thing is, commoners want to kind of... They work here, they work here. don't know, maybe I can do a little bit of a... It's just a little tight. I'm really worried about putting in the super reinforced walls over here. Not that we've got it unlocked now anyway. I don't know. All right. Our little merchant shop here. Did we unlock the... Yes, we did. The goods stalls. So we can sell goods. Right there. Let's put a big green market tent on top of that. Oh, I think I'm facing this the wrong way. I want to have it out, sort of facing the road. There you go. That seems good to me. And, okay, I can't assign your capacity yet. Yeah, maybe I can scrooge a wall around here. We'll see. I still don't have the high density wall though, like, or the high fortification one. Let's see about getting our splendor up, which might make it easier now that we do have some extra decor and things. I don't suppose we can upgrade the existing building to another type of chamber or anything. That might be nice. Let's just make a little garden back here. Always bulldoze the house. I mean, that's true. And they do rebuild. Are we short on here? We're short 18, so that's an extra 7. And my internet seems to have just died. Excellent. And maybe my internet is back. All right. I do need more of this currency now to actually do the unlock. We'll gradually shift towards the influence cap. My influence cap is 50. Okay. I think my internet died again. Yep. And now it's back. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna call my ISP after this. I mean, there's a good chance that they already know, because that's usually the way it works. But just in case, I'm gonna give them a ring. Yeah, I still hear they're micro drops, but I can see the frames getting dropped. And I can see occasionally on my end disconnecting and reconnecting to Twitch. As long as it's not too much of a drop, we'll survive with just a little bit of a buffer, but this is really pretty now. So yeah, I think, and maybe I shouldn't have spent influence unlocking these other things. I guess I'm just waiting on this now. All right, did we get our little stall? Nope, we're still waiting. Wait, is no one working here? Oh, no, you need an extra employee for that. Yep, okay. A little exclamation mark. We got a new something? Influence labor and state. Oh, hold on. If I do this, I spend 50 bucks, and it'll give me more influence. Oh, yeah, let's do that. There we go. That's going to be good. Someone working here. Oh, there you go. You can have a resource. You are now selling cloth. Can you sell... Oh, common wares is a thing. This is like when you make goods in Dwarf Fortress. Which obviously, we mostly want mugs. And high density houses. I mean, more than just this. This could be upgraded. They just don't have a commoner living here. Although I guess it doesn't specify that it has to be, like, fancy house. This is still a house. Yeah, okay. Need a stall that sells candles in lots of 4. I don't know what that reference is. What do we need for here? Cloth. I mean, it's possible just turning too much of our cloth into clothing. Actually, speaking of, I need to make sure to stop buying cloth because we're going to keep buying it to make clothing, which might be okay. Missing raw resources. Are you? Looks like you got 28. Maybe they're shipping over. Need 2 for 1 cloth. Yeah, it looks like you got plenty of cloth there. I don't know why you're saying missing raw resources. Maybe it's because you're missing the workers. Villagers are eligible for new status, citizen. Okay. That's great. There probably are. I'm sure I don't have to worry about an actual wall. I can just use the watchtowers that are here for the heavy. Yeah, but I still need to unlock this. And it would be nice to do some walling, because walls look cool. All right, labor influences. I mean, it's going up. Can't tell if this mandate is still in progress. I don't see a progress meter anywhere else, so we just have to wait 30 days to presumably get a big injection. I might be able to remove the old towers here as well, like remove them and then build them, because presumably heavy also counts towards light. But I don't know. It does not? Light and heavy are different from one another? Weird. Walls look cool, Aaron Yeager. I do have to try to watch Attack on Titan again. I have as it turns out, apparently, I have a fairly low threshold for anime bullshit. Hi! I'm a new character that's just been introduced. Now, let's cut to a 3-minute flashback of my life's backstory. Also, I'm gonna yell all the time for some reason. It's just like if you haven't watched something, like if you haven't watched a standard sitcom in a while, the like laugh track and stuff will like bug you. But if you watch it regularly, then you don't notice, and it's all part of the vibe. And I'm sure it's the same as everything else. It honestly sounds like every anime ever. Yeah, well, exactly. That's the issue, right? Like, I just recently watched Free Ren, and it has been described to me as having a very low, but non-zero amount of anime bullshit. And I think that's probably a fair assessment. It's also, like, it's very smart, it's very brilliant. Although, honestly, it sort of peaks around episode-ish, like 10-ish of the first season. I think the moments of epicness in the show, which are incredibly high, kind of make people forget the moments where things are slightly less epic from time to time. And more like, why are we doing this? But it is very good. And it could be a good way to get me in. Mm-hmm. So I have been playing on the beta in Terra Invicta for a while, so I have encountered some of the new UI stuff and mechanics and things, and it is really good. And I do want to play some more Terra Invicta. I just don't know if we can dedicate another 100 hours of live streaming or what that's going to look like. Why are you constantly complaining about lack of raw material? Oh, maybe okay. I think I remember. I think they can't fetch more. There's no more to fetch. Might be what they're complaining about. Even though you're not out from a production point of view. Place waiting for workers. They might just be living really far away. Man, this does not increase very quickly. Oh my god. Especially if we didn't play on accelerated mode again, if we played on the regular campaign. Ooh, that is time consuming. Also, speaking of games that like feel like it really hits your CPU, especially later on. But yeah, I've heard Delicious Dungeons is kind of fun. I do want to watch more. Part of it is because a couple of my very good friends do watch a ton of anime. One has literally been living in Japan for an extended period of time. So there's a lot of conversation about it, and it's like, yeah, I want to take in more of these, but it does take some acclimation. Very confused when I watched the first episode of Free Run because it felt like last episode of the story. I mean, yes, that's exactly what it is. I do like that format. That's kind of cool. Free Run is a TV show that happens after a big epic story. And that does make it quite brilliant. Dun, dun, dun. I mean, our people are insanely happy right now. Like, why do we have to fiddle? Well, because we have to progress up these arbitrary goals. I don't know why our taxation numbers have been dropping. We were making over 500 a month. It has dipped. And really, we've made more people into higher tier people, which means they should be getting taxed more. Oh. Oh. Hold on. Oh, I can make... Okay, hold on. Oberlin can be leveled up. Can I not just click on you? That's weird. I can zoom to you, but I can't just open you here? But you are now being satisfied enough that you can do it. Okay. Where... Seriously, where are you? There's another example of like some UI stuff that... Are you here? It really wants... Okay. Let me find you a different way. Where the hell... Where... Why are you... There's no reason for the bailiff to be out here. Murder mystery in her hands. Someone killed the bailiff and buried him out in the woods. Yeah. So, well, this is the tax collector, although this would be a good example to boop up. So yeah, you're now satisfied. Water, housing, double refined food, services, entertainment, goods. You had the happiness boost from the Airy Fair, but everything's been satisfied. So I will level you up. You need 3 refined foods. We may have to import some cheese for a little while, although we need to make it limited to only them eating it, or we just start up our dairy industry. Entertainment is now an essential need, which should be satisfied, and you've got some additional needs you'd like. But we got our first citizen, which was one of our little sub goals here. Happiness bonus 10%. Great. And yeah, I guess that's true. I realize now, yeah, our taxes on the serfs are higher, but we didn't actually increase the taxes on anyone else at any point. And yeah, oh, I guess I had this too. I mean, so this will probably bring us back over here, especially with the higher tier tax collector. Most likely we'll get back over. That's fine. The big thing is getting the houses. We're now to 20 labor influence. I feel like we need 35 though for the other thing. Are we still working on this? Yeah, we're still a million miles away. I'm going to go back to the speed 3. Farms broken be damned. Can I do cheese? Because cheese will just cost me gold to unlock what you got. Let's set up some dairy farming. I do like all these big fields over here, too. I hate that this one's a little roundish. I wish I'd done it a little bit better. No access to rustic food? Oh, we're starting to run a little low on fish, actually. That's kind of legit. Although we have plenty of berries. Although a bunch of them might be getting used for brewing booze. Oh, you probably can't work that one. But... let's get a fishery down over here. Dairy farm. If I do here, hopefully we get a nice little road that comes through this area. Well, we'll probably get some wacky desire paths, but that's okay. Oh, I don't have enough money anymore. All right, well, let's just keep you in ghost mode. And then let's check our buildings to see where we might be able to fling some extra workers. we'll just throw you in the miller then for now. Evening Quill, did you say they bring Civ 7 VR? Has that been announced? Oh, I guess there was an announcement about that last week. And then coming soon. That's very interesting. I'm going to say nothing else about it for the next 2 hours. Relatives of your villagers have discovered that you have a surplus of hops. Actually, yeah, and for iron? That sounds great. Let's do that. Yeah, I know that was announced in a few places a while ago. There just might be some more news coming. So, and because of reasons, I do not want to talk about it for, again, about 2 more hours. In completely unrelated news. So this Saturday, we're still trying to figure out what game we're going to play. If you're on Discord, go to the game suggestions forum. We're having different conversations about that. Monday will be a very special sponsored stream. It will be a VR stream. I can tell you that last week I did receive a MetaQuest 3 headset, so sponsored by Meta. That's very cool. Haven't done any content for it yet. Wonder what that might be. Who knows? I guess we'll just have to find out in a little bit. In a little bit. Yeah, money is dipping over here. I don't know what the extra expenses have been. Wood for elders. 150 wood. We do have it, and you'll give me a bunch of money and some labor thing. Oh, it needs to be in storage facilities. Right. Warehouse. I guess just 1 extra wood storage is going to be enough. Oh, confirmed delivery of hops. Thank you. Forgot about that. I tried to go for this one. Forgot about the other one. Would have sucked to run out of time there. At some point, we will max out on tools because we only have the 1 warehouse storage. I mean, presumably the output queue, output pile of the building that's making it's got some, maybe 50. So theoretically, this might cap at 150. Okay, we're 6 shy of our labor influence number that we're looking for. I do have enough money to start this now. So I guess I will. Yeah. Include prescription lenses for your eyes. I can say it fits very comfortably over my glasses. Really comfortably over my glasses. The previous VR headsets I had would also fit over, but it was a little awkward. This is super duper good. And there we go. 150 wood ready to go. Done. We have exactly 35 labor influence, which is exactly what I need for the city fortifications. Cool. And we've got a bunch of stone and things, so we're going to try to build one of these stone walls. We end up displacing some of the buildings. Oh well. Because I can't just build these watchtowers. So let me put some little internal gatehouses. I'm going to put it there. Yeah, see? Now it's really jam tight. I was thinking about trying to put it here and then kind of walling around something like this. I mean, I guess I still can. It is actually letting me do this. Right, let's do it. You need both polished stone and the regular stuff. That's crazy. Oh, I should maybe plan... Too far. Maybe if I extend the wall first? Yeah, cutting the market in half, it's fine. Seems okay to me. Certainly going to make them walking a lot harder. What used to be a road is now a place where our wall exists. Seems fine. Something, something, eminent domain. Eminent domain, right? Not imminent. This domain is about to happen. Alrighty. So I'm going to build that. Whether it makes sense, I don't know, but that's what's going to happen. The manor house isn't even enclosed by it. But all the people in here will feel super safe. M&M domain, is that a new record? Yeah. So that is going to take a while. Mm-hmm. 343. I don't think we dropped a frame in a bit. Hopefully whatever internet problems were going on are resolved. We'll see. But as I know, I was trying to prep for the stream, trying to open up Steam pages, do some research on a couple of things. Half the time Reddit wouldn't load. Half the time Steam wouldn't load. Housing requirement no longer met. I think they're losing something as a result of some of these things. They'll be fine after this. They'll be fine. Villager path blocked. They'll be fine. Just because I went and, like, replaced... Oh, this... I'm going to get rid of this whole little wall section. Which didn't do anything for us anyway. We might have just destroyed things. We'll see. I did, like, part of the initial plan was, let's develop a new area and just build a wall around that. Like, build the wall first and then put in the housing. Like, nah, surely this is going to be fine. Surely. Hey, I don't have a mannequin piss statue. Should add that in as a decoration. Every game should have that. Ah, okay. So, you... Hello, dairy farmers. You know what? And again, I wouldn't mind a sort of snap to grid for this kind of thing. Too small, but if I want to keep it kind of squarish... Adequate, but I'm going to try to square it off anyway and hope it doesn't become too big. There we go. All right. Good. Start producing milk for us. You're very quickly going to run out of places to store it, but that's okay. I'm going to bootstrap the cheese industry. All right. Well, this gate is up. Oh, and no, it's got moss already. Our walls come pre-made with moss. Well, that's just lovely. Yeah, we got. How's our polished stone? Right here, 77 out of 113. No, but that must be delivered because we have 62 of 126 regular stone. We actually have 200 and change. Must just be coincidence these numbers are exactly the same, or are they? I don't know. Yeah, the dynamic roads are good. You know, to a certain extent, it's not exactly the same, but it makes me think a little bit of Railroad Tycoon 3. One of the reasons I really love Railroad Tycoon 3 is I really feel that the economic model was really strong and really interesting, and goods did move on their own You know, you're looking for places where goods were maybe naturally moving and then giving them like a better way of doing it. I still feel like no other management game for transportation or anything like that has quite done what Railroad Tycoon 3 did. Really feels like we should build a fence around this. There you go, walls go up. Yeah, there we go. So now we have 82 polished stone delivered here, and we still have 71 in our various stockpiles. Okay. It was just a wild coincidence those numbers matched exactly. So we should have everything we need to build this already in there, and we're still producing all those things, so that's swell. Oh, the fishing pier probably needs... I do kind of wish you could assign people to things before they get done as well. And I have to check this and make sure that everything's been allocated. I want to play Railroad Tycoon 3, yeah. My current install of it doesn't run. I don't know if I never installed like the fan patch, or if the patching for it doesn't work on Windows 11, or I've got to do something else. Like I've tried a couple of times. I'm like, oh well, let's do another stream or a playthrough of Railroad Tycoon 3, and I can't get it to start, which is annoying. Tap tap tap. I wish I could get rid of this little debris here. So fishing is going, and yeah, we might expand over here and get even more fishing down the road. I think I need a little resource removal. There it is. You have it on GOG? Yeah, maybe, no, okay. Yeah, I have the Steam version. I don't think I have the GOG version. I should check it out. If they've got that built in, and yeah, Good Old Games is a great site for having that. Some things they run in DOS boxes, or they do other things to get them running. I should definitely check. Because yeah, you just used to manually patch the Steam version. GOG.com. If it loads, it does. So many internet problems. Railroad Tycoon. I mean, Railroad Tycoon 1 was hugely influential for me. Absolutely changed so much of my gaming experience. Works on Windows 11. Cool. All right, maybe I'll go and pick it up after the stream. I can expense it. I'm playing quite a bit of Railroad Tycoon 2. Yeah, I did play a bunch of that too. Like, I remember I didn't own Railroad Tycoon 1 for a long time. I played it. I had an uncle who lived in Toronto. And one time I went to visit, and he got me just set up on his little PC and, you know, showed me a few games he had. And I played a couple of things, but it was Railroad Tycoon I was really, really into. And I remember sitting in, I want to say grade 10 math class, getting some graph paper and actually planning out, because I couldn't play it. I didn't have a copy of it, but I was planning out how I would build the railroad next time that I went to visit him on graph paper. Such a little nerd kid. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. And yeah, I definitely had 2 as well, but I don't have as much of a memory playing 2. It was mostly like when I hit 3, I was like, God damn. I mean, visually, it's not the most impressive, but the economic engine for it and simulation, really love it. And I still feel like to this day, I haven't gotten anything that exactly scratches that itch. Not Transport Tycoon. There was something very special about how Railroad Tycoon 3 did it. RT2 is better than 3, you think? Bunch of UI problems in 3? I mean, 3 wasn't pretty, that's for sure. And 2 is on GOG.com. And since I haven't played it in forever, what I should do is I should pick it up. We have a lot of extra people. Maybe I shouldn't be accepting more. Maybe I should build another builders. Because that's kind of what's holding us up over here. But I got 2 fully staffed building places. Actually, let's get the dairy industry going. So what I'm going to do... And, oh, you know what I should do is get another mine here. Let's do that. Now, this is iron? I can't click on it, but I think it's iron. Oh, yeah, and I don't own this. You're actually, we're basically full on money, so I'm going to go... Oh, that's awkward. I might need a little fence here. I don't want people cutting through. Was that probably just under decoration, right? And I do like this basic wooden fence. The cows are outside the area. They're not allowed to do that. I could leave a gate. Yeah, I wanted them to walk through here. There we go. Build that with 73 logs. Just using up all of our logs. There you go, full of milk. And another granary here. There you go. Treasure path blocked. Not reach the watchtower. I'm wondering if that's going to change, because we did leave gates and things over here. Oh, maybe this entrance is blocked. That's likely the case. If I take you and move you, I bet you your entrance was just blocked off. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the cows are breaking the law. We got some bovine bandits. Oh, the heavy fortification has kicked in. Is this, there we go, parts under construction. Okay, so right, all these upgrades are also going to eat tons of material and are builders. That's right. Brussels is now a city! Unlocked mayor and mayoress. Look at us. Increased 10 houses to high density, currently 13. I think they're 13 under constructions. This is why they're not counting as completing this. But yeah, these are all going to get high densityed up as soon as our construction and all of our wood and planks and things like that use. It's a little shame that I'm using so much wood over here, but we got to keep these farms looking pretty. Can't have people walking through territory. Look at these cows! They've gone rogue! Maybe I need to put a fence around the cow pasture. Is the sheep doing the same thing? No, the sheep are much better behaved. The sheeple are much better behaved. Okay, I think I'm going to trash this. This was the idea was a temporary build here to clear this area without losing the resource. I've got 12 unemployed. I'm not going to accept no more people right now. Unless I just build another builder spot. But I mean, this mass building of every single house really shouldn't be happening all the time. Wow, look at these clutter. They're really like mushed together Yeah. Starting to feel like a proper old school European city center in here. You know? Our new sheep are better behaved than cows from Clarkson's farm. I mean, he had a lot of problem with his sheep, too. He had a problem with a lot of things. You like the two-door style? Yeah, it's fine. I mean, a lot of times one door is enough. You know, but two doors is good, too. Two windows. Two-car garage. That is a joke that I remember from my childhood playing the Game of Life. Not Conway's Game of Life, but the board game Life. And one of the things you got is like you got assigned a house, which is randomly assigned because that's how it works in reality. But for the Tudor style house, they make those jokes. That's two doors, two windows, two-car garage. I didn't know what a two-door style house was at the time. I recognized that it was a pun. I didn't know what it was a pun on, but I thought it was funny. Part of me is, it's like a little too bad you can't like lay the foundations or plan the walls like at an earlier age. And even when you just have like the wooden walls, right? Do that and then upgrade them later. On the other hand, you know, maybe this is just going to force a different look and layout to these buildings than we would have gotten if we'd pre-planned everything, and maybe that's okay. Yeah, I don't know why the cows are going everywhere. Like, I don't know why they're just not staying in their pasture. Maybe they are supposed to fence around them, and we might just for looks. But the reason that, like, what's funny is I fence around this field here just because I don't want these paths to cut through them more than anything else. You could plan a residential space for walls around. Yeah, I mean, going forward, that's probably what I do. I didn't know what to expect in this game, right? Because it was my first time playing effectively. But now we do know. Okay, so our little cheese maker and stuff isn't built yet, which is fine. I mean, I could boost the priority. You know, I could say something like, listen, let's updo that and that more than the houses. On the other hand, what is nil? Immigration nil. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen that before. At least I haven't noticed it before. On the other hand, maybe it's more important for them to finish re-upgrading the house so that people have places to live. Although, I mean, they clearly live here right now. Got paved roads and citizen. Yeah, I did get the paved road. Or, I don't know if we've unlocked it. It's last work. Is it over here? Oh, it's there. There's the paved road. Oh, so you need to make a pave your yard, pave and maintain nearby dirt paths. Oh, okay. So you don't lay down the paved roads. It happens on its own? It's actually super cool. I want that. Nearby. How nearby are we talking about? Like, I don't know if I should be planting this in here somewhere or outside. I'm going to put it right here. And here, I'll put a prioritize on you because we only have half hour left of the stream and I really want to see it. I'm going to take down the priority on these buildings. Yeah, do I throw down another build? We do have the pop for it. I think I might. Surf's up, dude. They're even doing the thing where they overhang the upper floors. Because there's limit, like your frontage here, you can only build so much into the road, right? But then people got around it by building their upper stories sort of overhanging so they'd have more space. What is this? Unraveling the mystery tax. You learn Tavern is imposing a new taxation law on traded goods. I'm sorry, what? Like some sort of tariff or something? Crazy. Details are a mystery, but you know it yields considerable profits without impacting commerce. Yeah, that's exactly how they work. If you were to crack its secrets, such attacks would greatly benefit. Figure it out as we trade. Trade $1,000 with Davenport, or we can use our bailiff to investigate, although there's an 80% chance it fails. One of the elders will tell us we can't do that. Tell you what, we'll passively leave it on trade stuff. So it looks like a lot of these are hitting their high density. I mean, clearly we haven't reached 10 yet, or this would complete, but it's got to be getting there. How's the paver? Builder's assigned. Okay, all the goods have been delivered. So this will theoretically come in relatively soon. I bet you that's going to eat into our stone a whole bunch, but that's okay. I do like watching the people flow around. If this were Tropico, I'd hit the button to like quick build by spending extra money. Because I'm a very impatient person. Currently, our tax revenue is up to 700. That's nice. Yeah, the lack of actual logs. I guess I will rebuild. You know what? We can log this area. I will build another logging camp again. Sort of moving them around a little bit, but that's okay. There we go. Reassign some woodcutters. Increase priority as well. Okay, here's our pavers. Let's upgrade you all to commoners. Okay. And then, yeah, you want some stone, which you're going to start picking up. You got a bunch of it still, despite the fact that we built this giant wall. So I'm eager to watch these guys maybe transform all these roads somehow, some way. Yeah, so we're low on planks. So we're low on wood, we're low on planks. We spent it all over here. Yeah, we could use some extra people, as it turns out. Oh, you think it's a paving zone? Oh, okay. All right. Well, let's pave inside of our gated community. Is it possible to hide the other zones while I'm doing this? Oh, new iron mine. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look at my F6 menu over here. We're going to need some cheese makers. Oh, granary as well. Can I minus from here? Fire one. Ah. Add you in here. Okay. I can't set your slots yet. So you're going to take milk and cheese. We'll put some more people in there later. Okay. You got some stone? Working fine. Oh, the paving! It's happening! Okie dokie. Currently 14. Okay, we got a few more logs. That's good. Being planked up. That's good. We do have a market stall to sell cheese. Oh, no, we don't. You're right. Food stall. Okay, but I'll give you the green one. Oh, that's gonna scrooge the house. I'll still scrooge the house. Okay, hold on. Move to there. There we go. We'll give you another sign. Like that. Apply changes. Got to be partially built before we can assign it. Not that we have much cheese making yet, but we need to be ready for it. Yeah, let's take the people, because apparently we could use some. There we go. Let's max out the cheese maker. Well, everything inside the walled area is automatically covered by the Fortification. Does not need watchtowers to cover the area. It's cheaper in the long run to focus on walls instead. Demolish or underwatch. Okay, but now here's the thing, and I'd wanted to test. I asked if light and heavy were different, you needed both, and someone told me yes, you do. They are different, and you need both. But I wanted to test what would happen if I got rid of these watchtowers. Would these guys still count? Would the heavy satisfy the light? And I guess we could test that by simply destroying this one, because I don't know how we get the... Light purple, dark purple. Yeah, so definitely, I mean, I suspect, and this would have been my assumption, which is why I was willing to test it regardless. I really expected, because it felt like it was going to be dumb if heavy didn't also include light. Definitely feels like that is being satisfied and heavy is doing the job for all. Yeah. I expected there was some weird information not being quite correct there. You want hops. We have enough hops. Confirm. I don't even know if I'm trading with Davenport right now. All right, yep, more paving is definitely happening. Yeah, which is going to be great for the residents. I think we've upgraded one person to a resident, and that is all. But they'll be ready to go. Go. Oh, we don't have the worker yet. And then we need to add cheese over here. There we go. And blam. Full set of workers there. Get extra transports over here. Cheese it up. Milk. All right. We might need more dairy farms to keep up with the demand, but that's going to be okay. Ava's not streaming today. All right. It's good to know. I think I'm still going to stop at 4 because I'm sort of stressed and on edge by the fact that my internet occasionally keeps dipping out for a second. So, we'll see. And it's a nice day today. I already brought Bella out for a walk, but I might give her a second walk today. Because there's been a lot of bad weather this last week, so she hasn't had her daily walks. Larger path mark. Not reach destination. Would like a little bit more details. There's some complaint about not being able to reach here, but I don't know. I mean, that is quite the mess of buildings, but I mean, they developed that organically. It's not like I placed something with an opening block. Presumably they're coming in from the outside everywhere. I love this mess of buildings, though. Now that is high density zoning. You know, city skylines take note. High density should really just look like an absolute clusterfuck, apparently. Wheat, yeah, so there's not enough wheat storage anymore. Which I guess is a nice problem to have. You know? I was gonna say, hold on, we have a granary inside. We actually, there's plenty of room over here. Is it not reachable for some reason? Oh, no, it's reachable in the back. Although, I think I should turn this building around. It's interesting, like that marker, but I think that's for, like, itself. Yeah, the in-farm storage is all full here. Don't think they're being able to deliver there. I mean, we did kind of F up a lot of the road structures. It looks like people... Actually, I'm not sure if they can walk through here. Should probably move this windmill. I'm a little bit worried that they can't. I think what I'm going to do... And I know there is a house there, but there ain't going to be none no more. Walk there, and there's going to be enough road space. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, right. The in-farm storage can be upgraded if we've got the extra buildings unlocked. That's true. Right, these haystacks are just decoration, which is weird. It's the wheat barn that adds more output. Which we could do. This doesn't encroach on a field. It might move the road a little bit. We could consider a little something like that. I don't know. Did we not get the 10 houses yet? No, they're still working on it. They are working on it, but... You got any cheese here yet? Yeah! Low on meat. That I hadn't realized. We may have to take a little bit of a look at what our... Oh no, we have tons of meat. They're just not being delivered. Possibly because the way I built things with this wall is interfering with people's ability to move around. But I'm sure that's not the problem. Yeah, it changed to 14 for a little while. A little while ago. Again, I'm assuming this is... I think we saw this before with like the last time we're trying to level up. I think this is counting the ones that are currently under construction. But it doesn't satisfy them until they're actually built. So I might have like 8 or 9 completed ones right now or something like that. And yeah, I think we're mostly just plank blocked. We got a bunch of extra raw wood now, which is good. And this thing is still watching over this area. But yeah, if we do build another residential spot, we'll probably build the wall first. We're trading plenty with Northbury. Yeah, I don't know if we've got any trade going on with Davenport. What would be the best way to check this? Davenport. They would buy boars and bread and hops. I guess I could just set up. I could offer to sell boars. And bread. I mean, we need to keep a lot, like 100. Can't remember, there was something else. Oh, hops, I think. Okay. Keep at least 100 of these, but we could consider selling some extra. What destination? Can't reach this house. I wonder, is one of these houses really not have a road access? I mean, I know there's no path visible here. But I mean, they built this on their own, with their own structure. And there's definitely a gap. Like, no one's been walking here. But yeah. Worth mentioning, no internal boundary as far as walls experience. You could make a wall around the map and everything. That's what I thought. I'm a little bit... I don't know if someone can answer this. I mentioned it earlier and someone may have said something. If we built a wall to, like, the edge of the water, like, let's say we made kind of a big horseshoe-shaped wall, would that count as enclosed? Or do we have to wall along the beach? Yeah, next time I play, I'll probably like keep in mind more of a gap. But I didn't want to... But this is fine for now. Also, materially, it's not too bad. You know, water doesn't count. Because it's almost like there should be like the ability to latch onto the water. Like the Great Wall of China, right? Goes into the water for a little while and then gets a little sort of tower on the end. Obviously, it doesn't protect against naval invasions. Who would protect from pirates and mermaids? I mean, you got that right. Can't argue with that logic. It's a proper city now. We got mayors. Like, we can do mayors, so there's a whole other rank available. We've still got other things if we want to unlock a tech level. I really want to see this complete before we wrap up the stream. I guess maybe I really should build another lumber mill. Man. Sawmill, I should say. See, speaking of actually. Yeah, this, okay. You're not really going to be hunting it much over here. Guess now we don't have the board display at all, but presumably over here. Oh, there we go. Now we got the board display. let me do that. And then let me move. I mean, we're still doing some replanting over here. Oh, I don't own this territory. Maybe that's, you know what? Maybe I'll just do that. I'll put you here. And then I will buy this territory. Put down wood cutting in this area. But then pair it with, oh yeah, the replanting doesn't happen this way. And we'll put a forester's camp over here. And then I can't paint. Yeah. Oh, boards require painting. Let's say this. Yeah, this is already a hunting area. I can't expand it. But yeah, there was already some hunting designated over here, which is good. Lot of planks. It does remind me of playing Anno and like trying to upgrade buildings. It's a little different because I can't remember if the upgrading in Anno tends to use raw resources or just meet requirements. No, it meets requirement and also need the raw resources. And yeah, I'm sure we've path screwed a lot of things over here, but so be it. In Anno, maybe it's just money to upgrade, because I know you meet requirements, and then you can choose to upgrade. I feel like there's also a cost to upgrade, but I don't know. All right, trade with Davenport has started. We're selling some hops. Go and yeah, keep this whole area here forested. Actually, let's scooch this back a little here. There we are. All right, but I was doing this. Did I put down the extra lumber mill? I don't remember. The idea was to do that. Sawmill. No, I didn't put down a new one, did I? But now that this is established and should be running fairly regularly. If I remember correctly, resources need to upgrade a house to the next level. It's been a while. I have to do some revisiting. People have been bringing it up more recently. Or I'm just noticing more. Like when you hear a word for the first time, or you hear a word for the first time in a long time, and then it just keeps popping up over and over. Star. Oh, we got a prestigious burg! Upon hearing that your villagers are comfortably settled, the elders believe it's time for you to seek the city charter. Once you have enough citizens and the city belfry is complete, you'll be ready to request an audience with the seneschal once more. All right. Build city belfry. Get 30 houses to high density. Host the seneschal at your tavern. And splendor for labor estate. Oof. It's 500 or more. All right. Oh, and our treasury is full. What a terrible problem for us to have. Well. We might just wrap it up. Oh, Cornelius, you're playing Anno 1800 right now. Nice. I don't remember all the Annos that I have played versus not, because there's quite a few. And yeah, I don't remember which I've played. Ah, damn you, Desire Path. Honestly, it's not a bad one for the road to be over here. Maybe I should just trim back the pasture and admit that, you know what, you're right. That's not going to work. Just there we are. Yeah, that's nice. Always moving the goalposts. Oh yeah, because we get our next quest over here. Yeah. Well, we might wrap up the stream here, because I think this is a swell place. And I think that will be it for Foundation for now. I can definitely see us playing it again in the future and maybe laying things out differently. But right now, as mentioned, we have some discussion happening over on the Game Suggestions channel on the Discord. And I made a post. This might change radically between now and Saturday. But things being discussed for Saturday could include the Schedule 1 game. New hotness seems very popular right now. We could talk about playing like the old Drug Wars games and things like that from way back in the day. On the other hand, I'm kind of worried about like weird content flags on YouTube. So that's one of the only reasons I've hesitated. Someone had suggested a little while recently, this game called Keep Driving that looks really interesting to me. So that's pretty high up on my I would like to check this out list. There are a few people on Discord who've been actively playing Kinseed, which I think is a couple of years old at this point, but looks really cute as sort of one of these Stardew-ish Valley kind of games, that kind of vibe, but looks really nice. It might be fun to do. Lone Star, which we've covered before, did just get a 1.0 release. That is a sort of like, it's kind of a little like Slay the Spire, but with spaceships, which is pretty good. And there's also the other one we were highly debating when we decided to play Foundations was Roman Triumph. In fact, in the poll that I'd run on the Discord, which to decide to play Foundations wasn't actually on it because I'd forgotten about it. Roman Triumph was actually, I think, the one that got the most votes. But then I remembered Foundations, like, okay, well, both of them are city builders. Which one do I want to go? I decided on Foundation. No regrets, but Roman Triumph might be there. So yeah, if you are a paid subscriber on Twitch, YouTube, or on the Patreon, you can link your Discord to that, get in on there, jump in on some of those discussions, and we'll see what Saturday is. And yes, Monday is going to be some sort of mystery sponsored stream with VR. VR live streams always make me nervous because it's like, wow, this is a weird way to stream, but we're going to give it a try. For now, I'm going to wrap it up for today. Thank you everyone who came out. Really appreciate it. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.